Yeah, I can't even flick it off. Oh my God's sake. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a testing Avon and makeup tutorial. Welcome back to my channel, or hi if you're a new subscriber. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you like testing one brand tutorials, so I know to do them more in the future for you. But today we have Avon. They very kindly sent me across a huge parcel full of their MAC makeup range. I've got loads of goodies in here to try out. So the lovely Millie from Avon's PR team very kindly contacted me through Instagram and asked me if I'd like to try some of their MAC range, and of course I said yes. If you watch my videos on like years and years and years ago, like even my first ever makeup videos, I was obsessed with Avon. Avon was my thing. I absolutely loved it. I used to do Avon hauls, and yeah, Avon was like my first kind of makeup brand to introduce me to the makeup world. So when they contacted me, I was like, yes, I'd love to work with you. So let's get started. Let's start with a primer. So I'm going to begin by taking the MAC Magic Face Primer, which just looks like this. So as you can see, it's kind of like a creamy texture, and I'm just going to put this in my T-zone and then kind of spread it out around the cross of my face. Do you remember when I used to absolutely love the... It's going over a little bit more, by the way, but can you remember when I used to absolutely love them bronzing balls from Avon? And I had absolutely loads of them. I probably still have one of them somewhere. And then so that's made my face nice and smooth. So I'm going to go in, because the eyeshadow palette that I've got is kind of like a natural kind of eyeshadow palette. So what I'm going to go in with is my foundation and base and everything first, because I'm not really expecting much fallout from that. So I've got two foundations that Millie sent me, and these are the MAC Glow On Natural Radiance Foundation SPF 15. So we have Pure Beige and Creamy Natural. So let's put some on the side of my face and we'll see which one's the best colour. So I'm going to go in with Creamy Natural, and then I can always bronze it up because that other one looks a little bit too dark for me, and with me having my chest out in a video for a change, I'm going to go in with the lighter one. So I'm going to go in with Creamy Natural. I'm going to be going in with the Nancy Buffed Base Brush. This is the RO2 brush, and I've been absolutely loving this recently, and this is 2 full pumps on my face, by the way. I'm just going to dot this all over and then tap it in. This foundation is beautiful if you want, it's like this, I wear this like every single day for work because it, I don't know if you can see, but it lets my freckles shine through. I don't know where I've got freckles from all of a sudden, but it lets them shine through. Yeah, it just gives it a nice glow, kind of even things out, but it doesn't look like cake face. It's very, very natural considering I've put 2 full pumps on. So yeah, definitely more of a day-to-day kind of natural, fresh makeup look than like a full coverage one, but I love that for day-to-day for work. So let's go in with some concealer. So we have the MAC Nude Matte Cream Concealer, which just looks like this, and this is in the shade Fair. The brush is a little bit hard. I feel like the stopper inside the concealer is kind of stopping a lot of product coming out, so then the brush is quite hard, but it's nothing to be concerned about. So my verdict on the concealer is, if you are oily and your concealer kind of separates, gets greasy or whatever during the day from your oily skin, then this concealer would be amazing for you, because it has got a very, very nice finish to it. It's a little bit, not even tacky, just a little bit, you can just feel that it's there with your finger. So you could probably get away with not setting it if you didn't want to, but I think if you have dry skin, then it's going to kind of emphasise that, because it kind of has for me, like emphasise like a little bit of texture on my skin, like on this outer bit where I didn't even realise I had texture. And I've put it on the top of my lid as a base ready for my eyeshadow, and yeah, it just doesn't look the best, I'm not going to lie. I don't think I would reach for this. It looks really good on camera, but I don't think I'd reach for this on the daily. Okay, next product. So we've got a couple of cream products. I want to go on with them before we set it with a pressed powder. So I have two. How cute are these? They're so little. These are the Bee Blushed Cream Blush Stick. And we have the shade Pink Melon. Ooh, that's a hot pink. And then we have the shade Sheer Strawberry. That's really pretty. So I'm going to take the Sheer Strawberry colour, just to add a little bit of colour. I love cream blush in the summer because it looks like you've got like a little flush there, but it's not like in your face, loads of powder. It just looks really, really natural and kind of like seamless, blends into the skin. Then taking the MAC Highlight Strawberry and Duo, I'm going to be using the lighter shade of the two. And I'm going to put this, I'm just going to like tap it into my skin. That's actually give it a really, really nice soft glow. It's not coming up as much on camera, but in person, that just looks like I'm effortlessly glowing. And I think if that concealer wasn't there, it won't like clog up like it has. It's kind of gone like stuck to the concealer. But I think if that concealer wasn't there, that highlighting stick would be absolutely amazing there as well. So for the cream products, I'm actually really impressed considering I'm not a big cream person. It's very, very rare that I'll reach for a cream product. So let's set all this in place with some powder. We have the MAC Glow On Get Even SPF 30 Pressed Powder, which just looks like this. I've got the shade Light Medium. And I'm going to go in with my trusty Spectrum brush for this, which I just absolutely love. The mirror in this is really, really good, by the way. I've been using it throughout this tutorial. And I'm just going to press that and paste everywhere, even on top of the highlighter, because we're going to hopefully be able to use one of the eyeshadows as a highlighter. You can kind of see it a bit there. It looks just so effortlessly glowy. It's really pretty. That powder is amazing. Normally I'm like really, really flaky on my nose, and I mean like disgustingly flaky, like dry skin and horrible. And that's just kind of like just pressed it all down. I don't know how it's done it. I'm going to use it to set my eyes. We'll just blend out that fold there. Wow. That is really, really nice. I'll probably be using that on an everyday basis. Okay, so what should we go on with next? Let's do some brows, eh? This is the MAC Perfect Brow Cream Gel Pot. And this is in the shade Soft Brown. So I'm hoping this is going to be a bit cool toned on me, but on the camera there it looked really red. So I don't know how this is going to go actually. So I don't know if you can tell, I mean you probably can tell, that yeah, that's not the right colour for me. I'm going to put it through, and then hopefully I've got like this NYX brow gel that's like black. Hopefully that will kind of make it a bit more cool toned. But I want this in my shade because that was so easy to apply. Like I just did my brow in like literally like a couple of seconds. So yeah, like I definitely want that in my own shade, like an ashy kind of colour. So let's see if the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara is going to save the day and make these go a bit more cool toned. I wonder how much that is, because I really want that in my own shade, because that was just so easy. And if it's going to be that easy to do my brows every day, then I can like start doing my brows for work, whereas previously I was just using this brow mascara, I wasn't actually filling them in. But if it's going to be that easy, then I will literally do my brows for work. So this is the eyeshadow palette I'm going to be using today. It's the Eye Impressionist 8-in-1 Wet and Dry Eyeshadow Palette. So I find it really interesting that you can use these both wet and dry. You have a full line of matte and then a full line of shimmers. So as you can see, there's not really like a transition-y colour, and I don't have a bronzer. I'm going to see if I have a bronzer in my collection that I can use instead. Can you remember these bad boys? I used to absolutely love these. These are the Arabian Glow Bronzing Pearls. They're probably massively out of date, but they smell alright, so let's use them. So I'm going to take in a big fluffy brush and hopefully just going to try and pick some of this colour up. And I don't know if you can see, but the mirror in this is absolutely tiny. So if you do travel with this, I'd recommend taking like something else that has a mirror in it, because that's not going to be the best if you want to do it on the go. So I'm just putting the Arabian Glow Bronzer Pearls into my crease. So I'm going to be taking the purple shade and a little powder shadow angled brush from Benefit, and I'm going to put this in the outer. Wow, that's got a bit of point on it in the outer corner. When it blends out, it kind of blends into nothing a little bit, so I think it's one of the ones that you're going to have to pack it on. Or maybe this is when you'd have to use it wet to kind of get that bit more intense side of it. It's got a lot of fallout. I don't know if you can see that on camera. I'm going to take the darker shade next to it as well, which has like a little bit of a gold reflex in it. That's absolutely stunning. And put that even further in the outer crease. Wow, that is pigmented. That was a bad idea to do this before my concealer and everything, because there's just so much fallout. Yeah, I can't even flick it off. Okay, so I've managed to kind of save it. I'm not even going to try and put any more on because it just falls out all over. I've had to take off my under eye concealer. I'm going to reapply it and I'll be back with you in a moment. So I'd probably recommend trying these eyeshadows wet. Because I've done my base, I'm not even going to try and attempt to try them wet, just in case it falls out again. So I'm just going to leave the eyes as they are and have like a little bit of a pop of a purple on there. And let's try out a eyeliner instead. So this is the MAC Mega Effects Liquid Eyeliner in the shade Black. And this has such a strange nib. So the nib looks like this. So it's kind of like pointed. So I'm hoping this is going to kind of like help you to stamp your wing out. It'll be a lot easier because it's already got obviously the line there. Okay. The line, that kind of design makes it a bit harder to flick out. So I've not been able to get it like precise on the end, but it is black. Like that is such good pigmentation for an eyeliner. That eyeliner is so black and so pigmented. It is very hard to get flicked out ends. My ends are very, very fat. And there's nothing really I can do about it. They're very, very shaky as well because you don't have that ability to like flick it with being like a weird end on the end of it. I think it'd be better for the lid part than the flicky part. And I think it'd be good as well for when you've got that little tiny gap between your fake eyelashes and you just need to kind of fill it in. That'll be amazing for that. So for bronzer, I'm going to go in with the Arabian Glow Bronzing Pearls, just for old time's sake, because I don't have a bronzer from the MAC collection. So I'm going to try the MAC Big and Styled Volume Mascara, and this brush is crazy. Like, it feels like huge. It's weird because this mascara says it's Big and Style Volume Mascara, but I actually think it's really like separating and lengthening. So we have two different powder blushes to try. The first one here is the Soft Peach, and then the second one, the darker one, is Blushing Berry. And I'm going to go in with a mixture of the two. I'm going to start with the Soft Peach using my Spectrum A05 brush, just to give me just a little bit of colour, and then I'm going to concentrate the darker one more on the apples of my cheek. And then taking, this one's lovely, it's got like a sparkle through it as well, like a gold sparkle. Oh! I literally like tapped into that. Oh my god. Okay. So I'm just taking some of that powder, the pressed powder again, and tapping that over the top to mute that. Oh my god. I'm not even going to go in again. I'm just going to use what was left on the brush. Oh my god, that's so pigmented still. I'm going to have to do the same. Oh my god, that is so pigmented. Oh my god. Well, it looks like we're going for a lot of blush today by the looks of it. So we do try the Blushing Berry one. Go in with like the lightest hand, like this, to just go doop, and that's it, because that was so intense. So last but not least, we have lips. So I've got 4 different lipsticks to try. These are the Epic Lips, and the colours actually picked out for me are amazing. So let's get to swatching them. So we have Wink of Pink, Pink Punch, Rosy Outlook, and then last but not least, Street Style. Just looks like that. So I'm going to go for the shade Wink of Pink, and I'm going to get a darker lip liner to go with that. Wink of Pink, it's actually very, very similar to my probably like my all-time favourite lipstick of all time, ever. And it's from MAC, which is Creme Cup. So this is Creme Cup and this is the Wink of Pink. So they're actually a very, very similar colour. So I'm going to be going in with the Soar Lip Liner, also from MAC. So this is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. If you like these one brand tutorials, like I said previously, don't forget to give it a thumbs up because it means the world to me. It helps me get my YouTube video out there. Please share with your friends and family, and don't forget to come join me on social media. I reply to all of you, so whether it's going to be Instagram, Snapchat, it's just a friend Snapchat, so just add me on there and we can chit chat like friends because you all are my friends, all of you, all 6,200 odd of you. Thank you so much for watching. I hopefully see you in the next video. Let me know down below as well which brand you wanted me to do a full brand tutorial of next. I'm thinking about doing a Technic one again or a Benefit Cosmetics one again. I'm just waiting to get the new Happy Thingy foundation. That's just launched. I actually won it in a giveaway on Instagram. So yeah, I'm waiting for that to come. So thank you so much for watching. Please join our family and I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Bye guys.